Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture is titled Orion over Mount Teide. So, what do we see here? Well, here we see the mountain in the foreground, and up above in the sky is part of the Orion region of the sky. Orion is a great star-forming region and has a lot of different nebulae, which we see labeled here for us. Now, again, the mountain here, the volcano in the foreground here on planet Earth, and up in the sky to the left, we see Barnard's Loop, a red glow of hydrogen gas that kind of surrounds a lot of the Orion region. We're only seeing a portion of that here. Several of the other nebulae we see are the Flame Nebula and the Horsehead Nebula toward the center. The Flame Nebula being another emission nebula like Barnard's Loop, and the Horsehead Nebula being a dark nebula, a darker dusty region, and it's hard to see there, but it is that little indent within the reddish color around. It is a darker area blocking out the light from behind it. And then to the right, we see the Orion Nebula. That is a very prominent star-forming region and one of the best known and nearest ones to us here on Earth. It is actually a part of the constellation of Orion, one of the regions around Orion's sword hanging down from his belt is actually the Orion Nebula. Now, to see an image like this, you can't just take a picture, you can't just take a look in the sky. You're never going to see Orion looking like this. You also can't use a telescope because that's not going to help you get a wide field view of the entire region that you're wanting to look at. Certainly you could zoom in and look at any of these in much more detail with a telescope, but to get a wider field view, you have to take a longer exposure with just a camera. So no telescope involved, just a camera planned that you can take a long enough exposure to bring out the detail. This is all there all the time, but you can't see it because most of it is far too faint for our eyes to be able to detect. So that longer exposure that a camera can use can bring out far more detail. So here we see a set of images that were taken late last year, put together from multiple images taken with the same camera from the same location, and then adding those together. And that brings out all the detail that we would not otherwise be able to see. So that's one way we can see images like this is by taking much longer exposures to bring out detail in the sky that's always there, just hidden from our eyes because it is so faint and our eyes cannot collect light for a long enough period of time to bring out all of the detail. So that was our picture of the day titled Orion over Mount Teide. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture, previewed to be backwards planets. So we'll see what that is about tomorrow. And until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.